Hey Libra, this is your mid-month projection for January 2019. I hope you're having a rockin' New Year's. Not trying to brag, but recently I had to fold a fitted sheet and I did it perfect on the first time. Yeah, it's a pretty good year so far. So this is collective. Check out your other astrological points, your sun, your moon, your rise, your Venus. This is for Libra, sun, moon, rise, Venus. Anything that has a Libra in it in the houses, see what it governs and see what the storyline holds for you. That's a lot of fun, and it gets really in depth. So this is collective. If something resonates, that is awesome. You can put it in the comments, personal message, find me on social platforms. All that's in the description on my page. And if something doesn't resonate, you can ask for a clarification. You can let it fall away, whatever works for you. But either way, feel free to check out the description. Feel free to book your own personal reading and check out the Zen Ed Academy. I'm one of the teachers there, and well, I do readings there as well. It's a lot of fun, and it's a hugely expanding platform. Oh wow, I think Leo had vampires too. Well, don't get hooked on the titles. It's archetypes. They have names like prostitutes, vampires, martyrs, all that. It's a blanket title, and it's really about the substance underneath. Oh, artist. I love artists. Soul's expression. I want this one too. I know there's a lot of cards, but I'm being pulled to a lot of cards, so I'm gonna get a lot of cards. It's been a really awesome year. A lot of manifestation. Put in the comments, how are you witnessing and observing manifestation? What are you manifesting? What are you focusing on, Libra? So again, sun, moon, rise, Venus, Libra. Hey. You have Avenger, Saboteur, Alchemist, Vampire. And then Angel, Earth Angel, will you be my artist, storyteller. So the substance underneath, we're going to see how that story marries as a whole. And we have desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Well, yeah, that kind of goes with Avenger, doesn't it? So, highlight your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Get out of your own way. It is comfortable to stay in just the predictable existence, even if it's not a service to you, even if it holds you back. It's just you understand what is happening. You know how to acclimate yourself to it. I get it, but you can't do that anymore, Libra. I mean, this is a time for moving on for you. And you know what? You are not overextending yourself anymore. You're not facing reality at an imbalance, because even when you are at an imbalance, life will mirror that imbalance. And so what you are lacking, life will project onto you and make it bigger than what it has to be. So find that balance. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. You've come this far, Libra. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. And then expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. All right, inspires others to see life symbolically. I love that so much. The ability to experience the life through stories and symbols. It's like you're watching life unfold before you. And, you know, sign synchronicities, what your focus is on. It's becoming your reality. Again, life mirrors everything that you focus on. There's one of the teachers with the Zen Ed Academy, and she's like, if you focus on something for 17 seconds or however time, it starts to gain gravity in your world. It starts to become a thought platform, which becomes almost a life in itself. So what are you giving life to? What is a fear? What is expansion? What is enclosing? You have already outgrown this box. You can't even try to go back into it. It's not going to fit. So what do you need to be mindful of as you are working on expansion and redirecting your priorities and watching life unfold before you and acting accordingly? What do you need to be mindful of? I'm not accusing you of this. I'm not saying that you're going to do this, but with great power comes great responsibility. Thank you, Avengers and Stan Lee. God, I love that man. You know, he lived till 95. That is... You know, he didn't die. He finished living. That man was amazing, and he's still amazing. He made himself immortal with the work that he did. And what you are doing, that is going to be your legacy too. All right, on any scale, it is going to be your legacy, and it's worthwhile. Resorting to violence or in the name of a cause. Let's see, induce self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Misuse of power and knowledge that come through a spiritual practice. Depleting others of your psychic survival. Chronic complaining and codependency. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Using talents as an excuse to mistreat others. Posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. And making up talents to harm others. In your empowerment, you don't have to break down another person. You don't have to overinflate what is happening, your ego, or what someone did. This is all about keeping things authentic in their truth and really just allowing for something, if it's expanding you, to follow that. And also if someone else needs to follow their expansion, they need to go and do that. All right, you can't hold on to someone in that fear of codependence that nothing is going to fill that space. Everything stems from you anyways. So that space is already filled. You don't need any one thing to be in that plug to keep yourself in being depleted. I hope that that made sense. Again, I'm not accusing you of that. This is just mindfulness navigating through the archetypes for you. Now we're going to look at angel therapy. Let's see. All right, have you asked it's upside down, that's why I'm reading it like this. Have you asked your angels for help with this? Shield yourself. Again, this is about where you are distributing your energies. Where's the leak happening in your life? And regardless of the connection, it is understood and it is still being depleted. So that in itself is a disrespect and something that is being taken advantage of. So that is where you need to actually have that self-respect and that self-care to pull back that energy. This is an opportunity to break a codependent cycle for you, which is, again, it's not something that started with you, but it is something that you are finishing. This cycle ends right now with you, and you are not going to project it onto anyone else moving down the road. You're not going to redistribute a sense of codependence. You're going to be completely raw and authentic with your speech and with talking, with speaking your truth, and you are not going to let anyone continuously take for you. If you're nervous about what would be the repercussions of it, you could ask for divine guidance and protection and enlightenment and how to navigate the situation. But regardless, this is protected, and you are not going to react out of fear with this anymore. You are a lion or lioness roaring. So know that this is protected. Know that it is orchestrated, and it is a huge opportunity for you to break those karmic cycles. They're already broken. You just have to walk through the door. So, my Libras, go kick some arse. You're worth the effort. You are your own power animal. Again, lion, lioness, you are going to roar. Start playing your anthem. I love it. All right, we're going to look at wisdom from the Oracle. Baby, I like your style. All right, this is all about you learning to ask for help. How much of this have you been doing alone and for how long? This is about forward momentum, not letting anyone hold you back. But in that guard, you don't need to become so rigid. You have yin and yang, so much balance happening here. I don't think I've ever had those two in the same reading before, and I've had these cards for a while. All right, yeah. Retreat. Find your passion in life again. Face your shadow self. Don't become rigid and hold on to this one way of doing things. Don't try and hit the bumpers and try and stay safe. That it doesn't need to happen. It's already divinely protected and guided. All you have to do is march forward. Pull in your energy, stay centered. If you need help with something, ask for it. Be unapologetic in asking. I don't know why you feel like you need to apologize when you weren't even in the room, Libra. You are a natural mediator. You see both sides to the argument. You can easily play devil's advocate, but speak your experience. Yes, you can play devil's advocate all you want, but what is your personal experience and what side of it? Don't hold back, guys. Wow, that was really cool. You got yin and yang. I know that probably doesn't seem like a big deal, but I really don't think I've ever had that in a projection like that. Awesome. All right, let's see. gonna go with love. We're gonna look at reconciliations, single and looking, and already established partnerships. Come on. Separation, you've probably been single for a while. This involves children. You don't like to be seen as vulnerable at all. I mean, no one does. It's felt like a weakness, but you gotta understand that you have a lot of healing work to do right now. So you've been single, wanting to work on yourself, spoiling yourself, putting yourself at the highest value and not taking any discounts anymore. You don't need to control what comes in and out of your life with this. You can just be on and off with energies, that's fine. But you don't need to control the conditions of everyone else in this connection that's coming into play. Divine timing is at hand with this. So, let's see. Free yourself. Take the blinders off. You can focus on your career and everything like that. That is perfectly okay. But I think it's really important that you don't put a wall up, right? That inner wounded child is going to get healing through exposure. This is exposure therapy on this one. Nurture it like you would a puppy. So if this is talking about reconciliation, you've been in separation from this person for a while, and I feel like they were acting like a huge baby, which is fine because they were squirming under the pressure, and they have control issues, and you broke all of those molds, and it was completely jarring for them. So it's not like you left their mind, but free yourself again from expectations of this person. Divine timing is at play. You are going to be bumping into this person again, probably even messaging this person again, or they are going to be reaching out to you. But don't hold your breath. Don't wait for it. Just go about your day. Go about working on yourself. And if this is talking about already established partnerships, then let's see. Excuse me. You feel like this has become unhealthy. I want to even say codependent. So I feel like Libra, if you are in established partnerships, then you're putting in that wedge of separation so you guys can have the tripod of this. You have them, you have you, and then you have the relationship. You don't live vicariously through a relationship. You can have those respectable boundaries with another person and still have this compatible connection and still have compatible lifelines. And again, this is involving one or both parties being childish and loyalties and just pride getting in the way. So free yourself of that. Look at this. The unicorn, the special unicorn that you are in a small enclosure. You can easily leap over that fence. And look, the horn on the head, you know, just use it as one of those pole vaults. I know. But that's what I'm getting for you guys. So check out your other astrological points. See how your story marries as a whole. And again, this is for Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Any house that has a Libra in it. See what it's about and see what your storyline is. But whether or not something resonates, reach out. Let me know in comments, message, all that. And find me on social platforms. Check out the upcoming February reads. And till then, stay safe, have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye, Libra.